All right, it's Sunday, 6 o'clock. We're doing our Project Inside Hope group. What did we do? Ryan, what does this group do, man? What are we here for?
Man, this is Project Inside Hope. We here to give the guys inside some hope, man, that you can get out here, stay clean, find a new way to live, man, live life.
How many people in this room have been in jail before, prison? The majority of us. All right, cool. So you see, we just like some of y'all that are watching this thing, man. We've been in there. We've not only have we been in there, we've probably been in there several times. We probably got out, went straight back after a matter of weeks or months or maybe even days. But when we were sitting in there, a lot of us were hopeless. We were desperate. We didn't think we were worthy of living a good life. And here we are. We're not in jail. It's Sunday night. We're here voluntarily. None of us getting paid for this. Most of us ain't getting paid for this. but we're here, man, because we want to give y'all a shot of hope, man, because somebody gave us some hope, and we believed in them, and then we started believing in ourselves, and here we are. We'll start up here, then we'll just introduce ourselves, tell us our names.
My name is Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan. You good? Just tell us who you are, buddy.
Julian.
What's up?
What's up, Julian?
My name is Drew.
What's up?
Devin.
John. Kurt. I'm Cricket.
Ryan.
Hey, buddy.
Dwayne.
Matt.
Cody.
Roxanne.
Hey.
Honesty.
Hey, Honesty. Honesty, that's a unique name. Is that your real name?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Who has never been to one of these meetings up on this third floor before? Honesty, Dwayne, Julian, and John. What brought y'all up here tonight? I'll start with you.
Do I look in the camera?
You look in the camera. You talk to the people
Okay.
watching.
Well, I'm a person in long-term recovery. What that means to me is I haven't used drugs and alcohol for over 8.5 years. I am fortunately the CEO of the McShin Foundation, and I've been watching all these videos when I was snowed in and catching up on a lot of work. Just you guys are awesome. Y'all are giving hope to lots and lots of people, not just, McShin and what we do. I do volunteer and go into our McShin program. It's where I met Cricket in the Pamunkey jail, and I go in any other jail or prison that anyone asks me to speak at. But I'm here because, I believe in this mission, and I believe I wouldn't be here if I didn't. And my life is awesome because of recovery, and I just wanted to be a part of y'all's cool little Project Inside Hope and make sure Cricket's doing what he's supposed to be.
And he is, for the most part. For the record, I'd like to say that the McShin Foundation at 2300 Dunbar Road is nice enough to let us use this room and their equipment to film these for y'all. Just to bring those of y'all that have never been here before up to date. We film it, you can see the camera, and we film it and we burn DVDs and we take them into the local jails that have behavioral modification and substance use treatment programs, like RISE program and McShin Trinity at Pamunkey. I think we're trying to get some in the Richmond City jail now, but I'm not sure. It's also aired on YouTube. Some people get uncomfortable about that, but we do that so that everybody in the country and or world can see what we're doing too, and maybe catch on and start a trend. Because the truth is, man, when we're in jail and we feeling hopeless and desperate, miserable and worthless and all that, it'd be cool to know that we can come out with a bunch of other guys that felt just the same way and is doing something different now, right?
Yeah.
Dwayne, you said it's your first time too, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, man. I did a lot of time in prison, and I know I've been locked up with at least 3 of y'all in this room right now, and I think it's important to me that we don't forget the people that are locked up. People didn't forget about me when I got locked up, man, and it gave me a lot of hope. And the majority of the people that I stayed in contact with while I was locked up were people that I met through Narcotics Anonymous, the people that I met in recovery, that I've never used with. And they wrote me, they helped me work on a program, they let me call them, they came to visit me, and they made me feel real love, man, and made sure that I knew I had somewhere to go when I came home where I'd be all right, And doing stuff like this helps me remember where I came from, and I don't ever want to forget that I'm a junkie and that I'm a convict and that I did time in prison. I don't want to ever feel better than anybody else, It's important for me to remain humble, and I think this will help.
Dwayne, some of y'all recognize him in the RISE program. Dwayne, you were at the RISE program quite a while this last time, weren't you?
Yeah, I spent a couple years in the RISE program, and it was an overall good experience for me. You know, I like to think I was actually in the RISE program with Jonathan and Cricket and Ryan, and I like to think that while we were there, check this out, man. I've been coming around the rooms and been involved in recovery for a while now. I relapsed and I went back to prison after some years clean, and I don't ever remember this area having so many young people or so many people in general coming out of jail, going straight to meetings and trying a new way of life, you know? And while I don't feel responsible for that, I'd like to think that we made a big difference while we were there and letting people know that, you know, it's something better than robbing and stealing and selling drugs and hanging out in the projects and getting high. Like, there's a better way of life.
Dwayne was not only in the RISE program for, 2 years, but he was an active participant, and, you know, for those of y'all that's in the RISE program, you know it's an inmate-led program. He had, at the time, it was called a consultant, which is like the top lead position. You have to earn that thing, man. You have to be really, you know, be chasing recovery to get that position. You have to have good leadership skills, but you got to have compassion, empathy, patience, and tolerance, too. And Dwayne displayed those things real nicely in jail. Look at him. He built a nice foundation by practicing principles while he was in jail. Jonathan, can you relate to that? All right, you remember Dwayne from the RISE program?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here he is. He's out now. When did you get out, Dwayne?
I got out on January 7th of this year.
January 7th. I believe I've seen you at a meeting every day since then.
Yeah.
Or at some kind of recovery-oriented function.
I've been to at least one meeting a day since I've been out.
It's pretty cool, and you're clean, right?
Yeah, I've been clean for a while now.
Don't it feel good?
It feels pretty good, man. It feels pretty good.
I seen the snowman you boys built, put it on Facebook.
Yeah. You know, just because we get some recovery, you know, doesn't mean we got to start having fun, and doesn't mean we have to be somebody different, be somebody who we're not. You know, and you know, I know I look like a fine, upstanding citizen, you know, but I still got a little thug in me.
I went to school with Dwayne, man. Like 20 years ago. 25 years.
Oh, you said that loud? How many years?
It was enough. John, you said this your first time up here too?
Yeah, it's my first time. I was actually in the RISE program with, you were ahead of me, I believe, in 2006. And I'm in the McShin Foundation now, but you asked me, did I want to come up to this meeting tonight? And so I figured I'd give it a shot.
You said yeah. Without any, I didn't have to beg you or fucking pay you or offer you a pack of cigarettes or some noodles or honey buns or nothing. You came right on up here, right?
Yeah.
Willingly.
Yes,
That's pretty cool, man. You're offering your time to come up here and try to give back a shot of hope to these guys and girls in jail.
Oh, yeah. But next time, you're going to owe me.
Good catch. Julian, what you doing here, man?
Man, I just want y'all to know that there is hope and there's people who care. Y'all got somewhere to go when you get out. Right here in McShin.
You been to jail before?
Yeah.
When did you get out?
Most recently I got out December 28th of 2015. You know.
So just over a month.
Yeah.
What, how long were you in there, if you don't mind me asking?
Altogether, a year.
That's a good little stretch, man.
Yeah.
How old are you? 20?
20.
20 years old.
Yeah.
End of the year, 20 years old. That's a good little hump, man. Did that year mess with you a little bit, man?
It took a little while to get used to being back on the street, you know. It was different, completely different world, you know. But after a couple weeks, I got used to it and it felt good, you know, being clean.
How many can relate to that? Being locked up for some time and getting out and shit not seeming real. All of us, man. That's everybody. That's, you know, welcome to the club, man. Welcome. You're
Appreciate
here.
you.
So like in the last month, since you've been out, what have you been doing different than what you were doing before you went in?
Well, I've been actively participating in the program. I've never been in any 12-step programs before, so.
You're in a recovery house too, right?
I am McShin.
How long you been there? Since you got out?
3 weeks.
Almost since you got out. You like that so far?
Yeah, it's really good. The people are cool. The rules aren't bad. It's all good.
They got rules though, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, somebody like me and you, if they don't have no rules, we tend
Yeah.
to screw up.
You need structure in your life.
Right. What don't you like about it? Your house manager is not gonna punish you for this answer.
Or I will not either.
Alright,
FYI.
Why would you say that?
you know, sometimes it can get a little boring, I guess. You know, it could be more to do, but that's on me to like fill my time up, you know. So, I mean, there's nothing really to complain about, for real.
So you get bored, come to Smith House.
I hate boring, man. Jonathan, when you get bored, what do you tend to do?
Get high.
Ain't that a bitch? That is a factual statement there. Boredom sucks. You know what I do when I'm bored? I come up to the church or I get on my phone. You got a network in your phone of people in recovery?
Not really.
Boy, you better get some number. Y'all give him his number when y'all leave. You got a phone, don't
Yeah,
you?
I do.
You should definitely have my number in your phone because I should have yours and I don't.
Alright.
We'll do that when we get up out of here. Well, I'm glad you new participants are up here, man. It's pretty cool. Honest is up here. I'm really not nervous. She is my boss, but I'm okay with that. I was actually excited that you wanted to come for real. She texted me. I'll let y'all know one secret. She texted me. She said, "Do you have to been in jail to come up to the meeting? If not, it's okay. I'll go to an NA meeting somewhere." And I was like, man, she wants to come for real. I said, girl, you better get your butt up to the 3rd floor. So the truth is, honestly, you've been 8 years clean. You've been working here for the most part of the 8 years, right?
Oh,
So you've had a lot of experience dealing with people that's been in jail, right?
yes.
And their families, their moms and their wives and stuff. So like she qualifies, don't y'all agree?
Yeah.
She definitely qualifies for this meet. Roxanne, your coach, mama, how you been doing, honey?
I've been doing good.
What's going on?
Just trying to keep Cody on the straight and narrow.
How's that working? So, Cody, how you
He just
doing?
needs to start getting the network, calling people, sponsor. You know, which you said you have a sponsor, but I don't know a sponsor.
Cody,
Not that I need to know him, but I'm saying for him, not for me. It would
Right.
help him so much, you know?
Cody, you got a network, don't you?
Yeah.
Use that thing.
Yeah, that's good. Because you lose a lot of your friends when you're not getting high. You used to have a ton of friends, now it's like,
Well, when you ain't getting high, man, there's people.
they're not friends. I mean,
Look, the truth is, man, I've had 1,000 people that I thought were my friends. As soon as I stopped using, man, they don't need me for nothing no more because I was the dope man, I was the steel man, I was the boost man, I was the ID man, I was the driver. And I don't do none of that no more, so they don't need me for nothing.
right.
You know, but I'm gonna tell you, since I've gotten clean almost 10 months now, and I know you relate this because me and you talk about this all the time, our friendship level has gone through the roof, man. I got more people that actually genuinely care about me.
Right.
You too, we talked about it too. And I'm in like good, real relationships. You know, they're not using me, they're my friend, they ask how I'm
Not
doing.
stealing from you.
They ain't, no,
Right.
man, give you the shirt off your back. They do what real friends are really supposed to do. So, use the phone, boy.
Yes, sir.
I know you got my number. My phone ain't ring with Cody Bailey on the contact, on the call ID in quite a while. Cody, you went to court last month. That went pretty good for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it went alright.
Could have been a whole lot worse, right?
Definitely.
You think if you'd have went up in there using high and, you know, failing a bunch of piss tests for your PO, you think it would have went differently?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Basically, common sense, right?
Yeah, I do like it right now. That was the case.
How many of y'all are here on probation? How many of y'all,
What are you on probation?
how many of y'all probation officers looking for y'all and y'all hiding from them?
I'm on probation.
No, I was gonna say, 'cause this is, they found you. My POs, man, y'all got a good relationship with y'all POs?
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, man. Man is like a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I mean, like we call and each other and, hey, how you doing? Great. Yeah, and I went to this new restaurant the other night. My PO, I swear she's flirting with me, baby, don't be mad. I swear she's flirting with me, but she's really cool, man. They let me go out of town, out of state. They let me do anything I want. I report once every 3 or 4 months. I rarely have to take a drug test when I'm there. That's pretty cool. That's a new experience for me. Ryan, what's been going on in your world?
I mean, same thing going on every time I come here. It's been a blessing. You know, life's been good. I mean, guys, it's been a few weeks since we've been here, so like I would probably, you know, I talk a long time anyway, but I would take up a whole lot of time trying to hit everything. We went to the concert you know.
Who was Macklemore?
Yeah, we went to the Macklemore concert. You know, I ran into Cricket there. I mean, for real, essentially, like, probably the biggest thing that's happened to me recently is that, you know, one, Dwayne came home, which me and Dwayne have been close for a long time. And, you know, for him coming home, and I mean, I can't even explain it. You know, I talk about it on camera all the time, like, to be able to be a part of somebody's life and like, just to be there for him when he got out, facing the things that I knew he was facing, and to be able to be there and just, you know, develop our friendship, bond even tighter than it was, it's been awesome, man. And, you know, that, and then, you know, I went to court a couple weeks ago and got, you know, I had discretionary visitation for my kids, and now I got actually paperwork visitation, you know, just one step at a time, man, you know. So next weekend I'll get my kids for the whole weekend. And we took them roller skating yesterday, you know, to the roller skating rink. You know, I got a little 2-year-old and 7-year-old, man. It was fun, man. I mean, we just, you know, having fun in recovery, man. Going to meetings, you know, going out to dinner way too much. Spend a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? I ain't even lying when I tell you, like, we go out to dinner probably like 6 nights a week.
We're going that.
Yeah.
Tell these guys and girls in here about your experience the other day.
Okay, I mean, man, like, we had the opportunity, you know, David, you know, I pretty much harassed him, you know, but like, he was taking Jeremy and they was taking that dude Bill, who was an awesome guy. I don't know if y'all got a chance to meet Bill.
Bill Orchard, that's the screen squire for him.
Bill had a spirit on him, man, that was like, I can't even explain it, man. It's like, it was like contagious, just really calm, very humble guy. And the same way we took him into the jail, and you know, I begged David pretty much to let me come. He let me come. We went back to East, man. We went back to Henrico East, and I got to go in there, and it was surreal, man. You know, because I can remember with, you know, I mean, especially me and Dwayne, because we was both in there, like, it was my right-hand man even in there. And like, I can remember sitting there during groups and being like, yo, especially because me and Dwayne both had experience with recovery, so I can remember sitting there and being like, bro, like, one day we gonna come back in here and we're gonna talk to these people and we're gonna give them hope. Because I knew how much it did for us when people came in that we knew from recovery. So I was like, man, we're gonna come back in, and like, to actually be sitting there and be able to do it, man. Like, even Jeremy, I'm mad he ain't up here, but like, he looked at me when we walked out and he was like, Riggs, he said, man, this is probably the most fulfilling thing I've done since I got out of jail for my recovery, man, was coming up here and being able to talk to these guys, you know. I mean, you're talking about a multiple-time felon, you know. I've been locked up the majority of my life, and for them to allow me to walk into the jail and walk out of the jail, you know, give me a visitor's pass, you know what I mean? Like,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, yeah, and then, you know, to be able to see the guy, you know, I seen some guys that I knew that was in there, and, you know, to be able to see them, and, you know, a couple guys, like, you know, one of the guys that said that, you know, it meant a lot to them to see us coming in there because it gave them some hope, you know, and that's, for me, man, like, I chased that feeling, man, like, I chased them drugs, you know. I want to help somebody, man, I want to help somebody else, and like, and you know, my experience is, like, getting involved in that type of mentality is what keeps me clean, man, you know. My time off, I try to come up here as much as I can, you know, I'm always trying to stay busy, man, doing something. You know, because you leave me by myself, and I'm the center of my own universe, then, you know, destruction is you know, not far away from me. So, yeah, it was amazing feeling, man, amazing. And so we're trying to get some, you know, if y'all getting us in the rise, like, we're trying to get some things together, man, you know, try to get in there to see you guys, man. So, you know, just hold tight. You know, we're working on some things, man, and, you know, it's just been a blessing, man. You know, going back in there. You know, and anybody that's in there now, man, like, you get out, you get involved with us, man. Come out, we'll show you the ropes. You know, take you to some meetings. You know, get involved with the fellowship. You know, get a little time clean, learn how to work this program and make it work for you. And, you know, you got the opportunity to do the same thing. I'm telling you from firsthand experience, like, there is nothing like, you know, if you're like me and had a lifetime in institutions where they wouldn't let you out. You know, to be able to walk in and to walk out and to be able to help somebody else, man, it's nothing like
I talked to Jeremy that same day. I know, well, I talked to you, Ryan texted me immediately as soon as he got back, told me how cool it was. But I talked to Jeremy too, man. That was pretty cool. Y'all got the opportunity to go in there because, you know, I know when I was sitting in jail and then people were coming in, bringing the meetings and trying to deliver messages of hope to us, I was like, man, they'll never let me do that, man. Ain't no way in the world they'll let me do that. And here we are. We got the opportunity to do it anytime we want. As a result of y'all going the other day, man, you know, you talk to the people about being in McShin's project Inside Hope, this meeting right here, and they want you to start coming in there and start working with some of their leaders, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So in the very near future, McShin Project Inside Hope could not only be on DVD in y'all's, you know, what are they called, groups? What are they called, meetings?
I don't know what
Whatever they call, whatever y'all, what y'all doing right now, watching this tape, rather than us just being there on tape, man, some of us will be there in person, man, start to work with y'all one-on-one. That's pretty cool, man.
Man, trying to get some, you know, we know from experience, you know, those of us that have been in those programs, you know, a lot of times you get people in there that don't want to do the right thing, and you know, negativity can spread real quickly and become contagious, but like so can positivity, right? So if I come in there, then what our goal is to try to get in there and get some people that want some positive change in their life, right? And get them back in the community where they can affect positive change from the inside, you know, because I know for us, like me and Dwayne especially, I think you had left, but like, you know, some things began to happen while we were in there where it was like just happened to be, you know, I know Honesty knows about this because she's been at McShin, like sometimes, you know, if you just get a good group of people together, man, and like the success rate, it just goes up, you know, because it has to do with the, you know, it's a whole lot easier to do the right thing, man, when you got a whole bunch of people doing the right thing, especially some people that ain't scared to do the right thing. So that's what we want to do, man. We want to inspire some people, get some people that want to do the right thing, you know, and get some people, you know, start following them, you know.
We feed off each other's positive energy, right? Look, we feed off each other's negative energy when we're doing something different.
Exactly.
You know, what you been doing, Kurt?
Living, man, living, dealing with everyday issues and stuff, you know, like, you know, responsibilities and stuff, you know. The snow came, you know, I got stuck in for a while, went, worked. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be out of work for a while now, you know, because of all the snow, because I'm a roofer. But then, you know, that weekend hit, and one of my sponsee brothers called me up and hooked me up with this dude with a snowplow, so I ended up still being able to work. And then after that, you know, been dealing with all these court costs and everything, paying bills and stuff like that, and it's like, starts to get overwhelming and stuff like that. And then my dad hit me one day and was like, the house is gonna get foreclosed on, like February 11th. So, you know, he was asking, you know, me and my little brother what we wanted to do because, you know, I got a little sister who's 14, and since my mom died, he was just gonna take her and then we're gonna get a place. And then me and my little brother, if we wanted, we'd have to find our own place, you know. So we were looking into that, and you know, it was so overwhelming. I didn't know what to do. You know, I talked to my sponsor, I talked to a couple people about it, and like finally, it's crazy how this thing works. Like, you know, God in my life, because finally, when I let go of it and was like, there's nothing that I can do except put one foot in front of the other. When I finally made that decision and just gave it all up, the next day my dad called me. I was on the roof and he was like, hey, look, we can save the house. All we have to do, you, Jamie, and you know, my brother's girl and my dad, we'll just have to pay rent every month now, you know, a certain number. And he told me the number, and I was like, that's it? Are you serious? Like, I was looking at buy a house with my little brother, you know, willing to pay up to like $800 a month for a mortgage, you know? And then he told me his number, I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. So it all worked itself out once I let go of it, you know, and you know, things are going good, and you know, dealing with taxes, come to find out I might get fined because I don't have health insurance. Like, that's crazy.
They'll waive that.
Will they?
They can waive it.
That's just ridiculous, though, man. I ain't been out.
You've
for 4 months.
incarcerated the most
I know,
part.
but I mean,
You say you're
They'll waive it
accepting
because you're incarcerated.
I hope. I mean, I don't get much back, but darn, that's just in the way. Whoever put that in there is retarded.
You know what I like about what you just said? That part you said about letting go and let God, once you do that, everything started getting better. That's pretty cool. Man.
It always works like that in my life, man. You know, I'll sit there and worry about things like all the time, and then it just brings me down and down and down. And then when I finally like let it out and bouncing off of people, you know, talking to Ryan and Matt,
my sponsor and everything, and got some help. And once I let it out, man, it's just like, all right, this ain't so bad. I still worry about the money, how I'm gonna pay all the bills and stuff. Cause I'll sit down and my dad's like, you need to sit down and you need to write down exactly how much you make and all this stuff, set all this stuff aside. And I'm like, man, I'm not trying to do all that, but I got to, you know what I mean, to be able to be self-sufficient. I'm not used to doing that. I'm used to, mommy and daddy paying for everything growing up and being locked up and not having to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about nothing really while you're locked up. I mean, they feed you, you got a place to sleep. And being locked up a lot, you get comfortable, and that's the part that scared me. This last bit I did, it broke me, man, because I got too comfortable. Like I was like, I'd sit there and go, oh man, if I had to do, life, I could do it, because this is like, it's not that bad. And I'm like, and when I went to that thinking, I was like, man, you're fucked up, dude. That's not normal. So then that's when I took a look at my life and was like, man, something's got to change, man. And I knew where the rooms were. I just never came to them and actually put myself into the program.
Did you think you was worthy?
I thought I was better than that. I thought I was like, oh, I can do this on my own. I'm Almighty Kurt. Like if I can, you know what I mean? I thought I could do it myself, man. And the truth of the matter is, you can't. I wouldn't be able to be. I'm where I'm at right now because of this program and the people in this program. Now I may not have jumped all the way into it until recently. Like I was in it, but I wasn't using the network like I should. And I finally started doing that. Going out more with people in the program and stuff like that. Calling my sponsor more and actually opening up more. And since I've done that, it's getting a lot better. Because I still kind of have that jail thing. Where it's like, you don't really want to open up to too many people and stuff. You just kind of want to stay to yourself sometimes. And my sponsor was like, you can't do that, man. You gotta just get it out. So I'm doing that lately. So
We get stuck up in that old way, man. Especially when you've done time like some of us have done. Them people watching this tape, man, they know exactly what you're talking about. Y'all know too, don't you? Get in jail, man. You gotta put this shield on, put your armor on, put your mask on, or whatever, and act like you tougher than you are. Or, really, you just actually just want to be able to open up, talk to somebody, man, about some real life feeling shit. But you got to prove yourself to be too much of a man, so you really, that does some damage to you for real, man. Now you get out and you're doing something different, you can talk about feelings. Not only that, but you can do it on camera, on a publicly televised thing on YouTube. Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. What you got going on, Drew?
What do I got going on? Just living life, man, sober and clean. Going to the meetings, going to the program, advancing up a little bit. I was in the house with, there was 12 of us in the house, and I had been there some time, and they had a new guy coming in, so I advanced up to a step-up house. So that's good. I suffer from real high anxiety, so like I love the guys that I live with, but like it helps with my anxiety being around less people. Plus you can get in and out of the bathroom easier. If you live with 4 people versus 10, 11, 12. But I'm thankful to be where I'm at. But the thing about it is like I've built a bond with those 10 people that I live with at the other house, and so I find myself going back there. So even though I'm at the new place now, I go back to the old house every night at 10 o'clock. We have what's known as a 10-step. And it usually takes about 45 minutes, and we go around and everybody talks for about 3 to 5 minutes about their day or how they're feeling or whatever. Things like we don't talk about in jail because, you don't want to show any sign of weakness or feelings or whatever, but it's, different here when it's nice when you can talk with people and get feedback. So I find myself going back over there to the 10-step, and I'll probably go back there with them tonight after the meeting and I'll hang out with them for a while, kick it, and then somebody will give me a ride or I'll walk back to the other house. But it's just nice getting a little more freedom, and some months ago I didn't think that any of this was possible, to be sitting here in a chair and be sober and happy and, not trying to think of ways to check out,
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, I'm doing it for me, but, you know, also it feels good that, you know, when I talk to my mom on the phone, to hear some joy in her voice, you know, that I'm sober, and, you know, I want her to be proud of me like she is my brother, you know. And he wasn't a fuck up like me, you know, as far as like going to jail, any of that stuff. And, you know, I've been out of jail and institutions, you know, for the last decade. So out of all the ones I've been to, and I'm not just saying this because I'm here, this one is like different. It's just something about like the vibe here. You get around people and it's a positive vibe, and it kind of brings you out of your shell to where you can talk, and then you find out you have stuff in common with the people sitting to the left and the right of you. So it's kind of like a brother/sisterhood. And you know, it's cool, you know. So I'm happy with the progress I've made thus far. My clean date is 10/17, meaning I've used drugs or alcohol since then. So I'm working on next tag, which is the blue one, 6 months. So it'll be a little bit, you know, still got a little while to pick that up, but it's all good. My personal opinion, I think they should make a tag for every month. But like, I think they should make a tag for every month, just so every 30 days you're picking up a tag. Because, you know, when you go from the 3 months to the 6 months, 6 months, 9 months, 9 months to a year, you know, there's that 3 months where you're not picking up a tag, whereas in the beginning you're picking up one every 30 days. But, you know, either way, I'm going to keep coming back, because this is what keeps me sober. This keeps me out of jails, institutions, or thinking about checking out. So this is where it's at, and you know, anybody in there is hope, and you know, it's just, you know, one day at a time for real.
Well, I tell you what, it's cool that because I know you, so I know you collect them key tags.
I got a lot. You can show the
But
lot.
don't show them, because that's an anonymous program.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
But it's cool. But like, don't just go for the key tag.
No.
But I'm gonna tell you what, you coming up on that. You ain't too far from that blue one you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I remember when I like got in between that 90-day one and that 6-month one, I started noticing little differences in the way I thought, and the way I acted, and the way I saw other people and the world in general. And man, I'll tell you, man, it's like it took off. Because I was practicing the spiritual principles that program you're in talks about.
Yeah.
And my whole life started changing, man. And once I got past that hump where you're at right now, I'm telling you, man, life took off for me, and it gets better and better every day. Y'all relate to that?
Yeah.
Life getting good for y'all?
Yeah.
Jonathan, you awake? What are you doing, man?
Sleeping over there.
I'm living life, man.
What does that look like?
A whole lot better than it was. I was just sitting here thinking, a year ago from the day I was sitting in 28.
228.
228.
And Rico West.
Yeah. I remember making all these plans of what I'm going to do when I'm going to get out, you know, and as soon as that door shut behind me, all that shit went out the window. It's like the time that I did, I completely forgot about. And I started right back where I was before I got locked up. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all just need to make a plan and stick to it. Or yeah, I don't know. It's just weird sitting there thinking about that. A year flew by like that. I mean, my life is a whole lot better right now. But I'm only in the beginning of this. I want to make it. But
Well, wait a minute now. Give yourself some credit. You're what, 33, 34, 35 days, something like that?
yeah, I'm at 34, 30, yeah.
34 days, that's a record for you.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah, I usually hit my 28th day in bail.
Well, I seen you make it to 29 one time, man, but 34 or 35, wherever you at right now, that's a big deal for you, man. You're still doing it after your benchmark.
Yeah.
So give yourself some credit, man. Why you standing at the floor? Look up, man. You're doing good.
You keep trying my mind, man. I'm happy today.
You're doing good, man. You really are. Jonathan's got this weird delusion that everybody's talking bad about him behind his back and stuff. They're really not. Everybody talks about how good he's
Dude,
doing.
people have that. It's so funny people got that illusion, man. You know, people.
Well, we're self-centered.
Yeah, I think I used to think the same thing. They talking about me, man.
Yeah.
They don't like me. You know.
Anybody that's known Jonathan in his past knows that he's making changes now that he's never made in his life. We know you're doing good, man. Be proud of yourself. You're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Some stuff's getting real good for you in your life. Devin, what you up to, man?
Not much, just working. First of all, I'd like to say this, I've been kind of detoxing from this group since the snow.
I know, man.
I made my crew leave at 4 o'clock from Louisa so I could be here at 6 o'clock. We're putting an addition on the house, so you see I just jumped out the truck and ran upstairs. Y'all that are in there and the people in this room is what keeps me clean, man. Knowing that I'm helping, knowing I'm doing, I got a heart for people, always have. I had about 5 years clean and I slipped up, and you know, the result of that, I got locked up and, you know, did a little bit of time, but now I get to give back, you know, because it's what keeps me clean. It's always has been, you know, even the years I did say clean is because I was helping, you know what I mean? I was pushing out, but yeah, just every day is a struggle in some way, shape, or form. You know, some are better than others, but there's one thing that I know I don't have to do is use, and or drink or use or whatever, and just give it to God, man. And worry about the effort. The outcome is up to whoever and God, and then, you know, and it always plans out. It always does. You know, because we always want to try to control our situations. I know I do, and I've seen it, you know, in other people too. So, but once you start doing that, and you got your, you know, your higher power, your faith, it gets easier. You know, you wake up with that sense of peace in the morning that you know that everything's going to be all right. You know, you're going to get through the day, and you got to realize today's going to be tomorrow. You know what I mean? So once you get through the day, it's going to be all right. You know, as long as you don't pick up, as long as you don't use. You know, that's the biggest thing. You deal with your feelings on a sober level, and it's messed up sometimes, man. I got my dad. He's been 4 months clean now. He just got a sponsor. I haven't talked to him. My mom's telling me this stuff, so you know I'm proud of him. But you know his pride and his ego is like he don't want me to know. You know what I mean? He wants to get to a certain point, then he's gonna come to me because the years I was in recovery, he never would come talk to me because he's like, you think you know it all and this and that. But I was like, well, you know, I deal with 50-something men a day. You know, I see all the aspects of, you know, life come my way, and so I'm proud of that. I prayed for him for years to, you know, get himself together, and he is. You know, sometimes you just want to grab somebody and you just want them to feel that peace of being clean and sober, but you can't. You got to allow God to work in His time, not our time. The addiction's still real. I've had somebody pass away almost every day, every month in the last 12 months that I know because of this addiction. One is I helped, you know, bring back, and I spoke on that I think last time. And she's well. She's actually, they just finally she's in jail, which is probably the best place she needs to be. You know, that's what's going to save her life. And a lot of us were like, you know, we go to jail, like, fuck, I don't want to be in jail, but ultimately it saved my life. You know what I mean? I stepped out the eye of the storm. You know what I mean? I got out. You know, I took my will back, and that's exactly what happens every time I take my will back, and I get pulled right back into addiction and destroy everything around me. And but it gets better, man. I couldn't ask for anything better. You know, yeah. When you get out of jail, it's I'll share this real quick. I did 6 months. I got out November 8th. Of 15, a few months ago. Stay clean the whole time, and trust me, there's opportunities to not stay clean. And it's just as easy in there as out here. And the day I stepped out of jail, I had $1,200 in my pocket. I thought I could use. I went and bought a gram of dope, I sniffed it, and I got so sick. I just went to Red Lobster and bought like $8 worth of food, and I threw it all up. I was more mad about the fact that I just ate, you know what I mean? I just had all this Red Lobster sitting in front of me. I'm like, what did I do? You know what I mean? Then I got myself a recovery house, and I'm trying to lie to them, like, you know, I ain't used in 6 months, and then, you know, it's just a lie, and, you know, it's not me, you know, and yeah, you do have the you know, I'm gonna do good, but as soon as you step out them doors, you're back to life. As much as we like to think when we're in jail that it's so much better out here, you know, it's really not. Sometimes, you know what I mean? If you have that mindset of it's going to be all right, and like you said, you got to push. You got to get out and you got to stay on the grind. And yeah, I used on the 8th, the day I got out, and my clean date is November 10th, 2015. I've been clean ever since. You know, but that's not the case for everyone. But that's the case for me. I wanted it, but I wanted to see if it was still what I thought it was. And it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. That's $100 I wish I never spent. That's no pair of shoes I could have got when I got out. You know, or another, you know, some more Red Lobster.
They wouldn't have thrown it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all about what you want in life. Do you want to live or do you want to die? And that's what it comes down to. And I want to live. I think I'm a cat, you know what I mean? 'Cause I've had 9 lives. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been in some situations in my life. But I wouldn't change it for anything because it's got me to where I am now, the heart that I have now. I had a very hard heart. I did 5 years of clean. I helped thousands of people, and I'm back on that same track. I'm in a recovery home now, and they won't let me leave the main house. You know what I mean? Everybody want to go here, want to go outside, and it's to the point where I don't even want to go because I like the newcomers. That's where my heart's at. You know what I mean? Because I know when I got clean and sober, I was broken, dude. And all I wanted was somebody to love me, you know what I mean? But I didn't know what love really was. You know, they started loving me. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come here, dude. I'm like, I don't hug dudes, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what I'm about, you know? But it gets better, and you start to realize that the life that I was living, that wasn't living, you know? And I want to give that back. Because there was a time in recovery when I first got recovery that recovery wasn't as glorified as it is now. I had some hurtful people, you know, or some hurtful things told to me. And I'm like, it's not right. So now I give back by loving, caring, being an ear, being a shoulder, being a word of encouragement. And that's what keeps me clean, man. So it gets better. I love it. I won't change it for anything. You know, like I said, it's y'all that's inside there that gives me hope. They give y'all hope, and I think about it. The snowstorm kind of screwed me up. You know, I couldn't wait to get here, and I hope to see whoever that's in there. Y'all probably know me too. I did some time in New Kent, or you know, I didn't do the RISE program, but I'm gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna be that face that you keep seeing to see, so you see that hope. And I ultimately think that's part of recovery when you start to see the same people all the time. You look forward to seeing that person, you know, at a gathering. And knowing that it works, and I want to be that example and showing people, especially the younger generation. Like he was saying, man, I ain't seen this many young people in my life in recovery. And I started 10 years ago when I was 20, and it was a bunch of old heads. And now it's a number of young people. And now it's a heartbreaking, but at the same time, I'm glad because at least there's somewhere they can come and try to see that they can live a new way of life. Because there's a lot of peer pressure for young and old, and it is rewarding, it is loving, it takes time, not our time, and just keep pushing forward, keep coming back, and you'll get this.
That's good stuff, man. I noticed that too, man, when I first started coming around, it seemed like everybody was old head, and then it seemed like everybody young head. I'm thinking that might mean that I'm old head.
We getting older.
Which kind of sucks, but at least we made it to this point where we can try again.
Somebody's been fortunate enough to.
A lot of our people didn't make it. Yeah. Matt, talk to me, homie. What you doing?
Ain't much, working a bunch. I don't know, just living life. Between Friday and Saturday, I had 2 people I personally knew die due to the disease of addiction. One was a 19-year-old girl committed suicide by overdose, and apparently it's not like said for sure, but it's pretty good guess. And the other one overdosed. So like, I mean, I didn't have the best relationship with either one, but that's still something to deal with. And like for a little bit, it had me wondering, why am I here? Why? Cause like, and what made it so hard is like, I don't think either one of them, and I'm pretty damn sure one of them had no idea there was another way of life. They didn't know anything about recovery, that it was out there and stuff. So it's like, I've been sitting here wondering, like, why did I get the chance to find out about recovery? Like, why am I given this, like, such an awesome gift? And there's so many people out there that have no idea anything about it. But, I mean, I've tried to commit suicide 4 times, and it never worked. So obviously God's got a purpose for me. And maybe it is to fucking help those who don't know about it. Maybe it's to reach out to people, try to do whatever I can to help others so they don't have to end up dying young, 19 years old and 24 or 25, whatever the other kid was. I don't know, I mean, life's pretty good with me. I mean, I'm alive, that's number one. I got a job, I got a place to live, just got a dog recently.
That Doberman?
Yeah, gorgeous Doberman.
Yeah.
She's a little crazy though, she kinda get on my nerves. She's a sweetheart though. I don't know, man, like everything's going for the most part good. Drew, one thing I wanted to suggest to you, stop counting.
Yeah.
They don't count.
Stop counting.
Yeah.
And the reason I think that they don't have to stop doing key tabs every month is so it means more once you get farther down.
That's true.
I don't know, man. I'm just living. Just I'm really grateful today. Like, and they were talking about the relationships today. Man, I can just point out one relationship with numerous different people, but just one relationship that I had today is already more than I ever had in my entire life. And like in this room, I had that type of relationship with at least 5-6 people in here, like that I've never had before in my entire life. And that's just this room. There's really not that many people in this room. You know what I'm saying? So that's just saying something when I've met so many people in recovery, and each one of them have, or not each one of them, but a lot of them I have a really special relationship with, something that I've never experienced before. He was saying he didn't know what love is, like, coming in. I didn't either. Like, people were being nice to me and stuff. Even getting out of jail, like, because I got locked up 18, didn't get out until after I was 20. It was my first ever charge. I got stuck with 10 years, 8 years suspended. So, like, I got out, and then also when I came to recovery, people being nice to me, I'm like, what are they trying to get out of me? Like, I know there's ulterior motive. Like, it ain't just like, they're just not just being nice. There's something to it, or they're being fake. There's something to it. Like, but it's not always like that. So, I don't know.
You still working hard, you say, right?
Yeah.
Don't it feel good to be able to pay your way,
Yeah.
pay your own way, and buy shoes when you want them?
Yeah, it's definitely.
You didn't get them off commissary, did you?
No, I sure didn't. Sure didn't.
Lobos.
You know, I spent some money today. I went and got a massage for $42.
Hey, I did that about 2 months ago for the first time ever. It's like a high.
It is, but I
crazy.
tell you, to be honest
Like
with you,
straight
man,
up.
I felt like I spent $42 getting my ass kicked. I got her there, man. She did. That little Chinese girl really put it on me, man. She did.
Hey, I thought it was awesome.
But I feel good now. That was like 2 hours ago, like an hour and a half ago. I feel good now. At the time, I was like, oh my God, man, this has got to be a crime.
Good for stress.
But I mean, it's something that I would have been using for dope money or something, you know, a year ago. So I'd have been spending that $42 to put poison into my body, or, you know, it's crazy, man. Now I'm able to work, provide a life for myself. I'm paying for my children. You know, I send money home to my mama when she needs it. That's pretty cool. And then I got $42 left. I can get a massage if I want to. You know, I can buy shoes if I want to. I don't have to call home and ask mama to please put $30 in my books. I need deodorant.
One thing I also wanted to skip on too is went to a probation officer this past week, and I got out May 18th. I will be off probation this May.
That's so cool.
So I'm definitely looking forward to going back into the jails and speaking like they were talking about. I want that feeling.
They will definitely let you back into the jail after you get off probation.
And I mean, that's what recovery is about. You find something you want, and it's not fucking someone who's got all the material things. I found someone who's got something I want, in a sense, like they were self-sufficient. They were actually being a man. Like being a man out in the streets and in jail are two completely different things. This one, I think, is what's really being a man. And like just a sense of peace and happiness and just like content and like the spiritual connection they had. Like I wanted that. I wanted that happiness, that peace, that spiritual connection they had with God or their higher power, and just like they're just living life. You know what I'm saying? They're not existing, they're living. And it just like it was so appealing to me. So that's what I'm chasing. I'm chasing like I'm chasing that feeling. I'm trying to take suggestions so I can get what I want, and not my will. I'm trying to follow my higher power's will because not everything I want is what's best for me by any means.
Most of it.
Yeah, most of it. First thought wrong. That's what I was told. So I try to definitely bounce off my ideas off people in my network.
You're doing pretty good with that too. I know you utilize your network because I know your network. I'm in the same network you are, man. People tell me they talk to you all the time. Does anybody want to say something real quick about running out of time? Does anybody that hasn't had a chance to speak yet want to say something to the guys and girls behind bars, walls, and glass?
Oh yeah. If you're in Pamunkey, send a message over to Mark Jones. Tell him to get in that program again. Tell him he needs to do the right thing.
That's good. Shout out Mark Jones. Get your butt in L pod.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Cody.
Every day, man, brings new opportunities, new beginnings, and life is just endless, man. Blessings are endless. It's all about how you get to those blessings and the choices that you make to make your life better every day. So
That's pretty cool, Cody. I'll tell you, man, I do that. Every morning I wake up, when I thank God for waking me up again, that's just what I do. Y'all don't got to do that. But, like, once I do that, I sit there. I'm almost smoking a cigarette, which y'all don't have to do it either. But I'm sitting there and I'm trying to think, all right, Cricket, what is it that I can do today to improve my life better? And I do that every day. And every day my life improves. It's crazy how it works, man. Drew.
It's also more friends in these walls than it is out there.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Sure.
Without a doubt. Drew, I like what you said about you've been to other places and stuff, and like this is an experience like you've never had before. It's like love here. And
It is.
you can relate to people more. And I think, see, Drew is a member of the McShin Foundation, and you're in a recovery house
Yes.
in that foundation. And like what they do here is different pretty much than they do anywhere you've ever been because it's a peer-to-peer based recovery support system. And honestly, as the CEO to the McShin Foundation, honestly, can you tell these guys and girls a little bit about what peer-to-peer means?
Basically, it is what we do here at McShin. Everybody that works here is in recovery, and 95% of everyone has been through our program. I lived in the female program. John Shinholz, the president and co-founder, took me in with nothing. I had a couple trash bags and practically living out of my car. So I lived in the female program for 5 months, and then I started working here. Then on, we hire everyone within that has been through our program. John's the only one that hasn't been because he started the program. But you know, for me, I used drugs and alcohol for 14 years of my life. I started at a very young age, and I've been through all types, not jail, but I've committed a lot of crimes. But I've been through all different types of programs and medicines and implants and just a list of things. And coming to McShin changed my life in so many different forms and fashions, not just, you know, the peer-to-peer, but just learning to love myself and seeing other people from the years that I've been here now. It's a tough place to work too, but the benefits of it, you know, going into Pamunkey and meeting Cricket and Matt and seeing people come out and get their lives, and then we can hire them so they can help other people. That's what works, is that peer-to-peer, that genuine, been there, done that, call you out on your bullshit. You know, also like the experiences that you guys that have experienced, not only just in jail, but in life in general. When you get out, you have to get your license back, you gotta get your baby mama drama, whatever, all that other stuff, you know, and be able to stay clean through it. Like, we don't use no matter what, you know. Our life can be great some days, it could suck some days, but what I learned in my life in recovery is to not use no matter what I go through in my life, my children's lives, you know, whatever's put in front of me. And man, I've got an amazing life. It's not perfect, but one little glimpse of hope. Like, coming to McShin, and I had nothing, like I said, and I had about $40,000 in debt. You know, they shouldn't let you get credit cards at age 18. I took all my drug dealers shopping because I didn't have money at points because it ran out of money. So anywho, So I just bought a house Friday, and I never thought in a million years, living in McShin, even a year ago, you know, fixing my credit, and it's taken $20 a paycheck, like just calling these debt collectors. It's taken me years to build, but I just bought a house and I'm still on this weird, it's Sunday and I'm like, I just bought a fucking house. Like I couldn't even, I can't even describe like the feeling of being able to be responsible and not only be able to get to that point in my life, but be able to have a home for my children to raise, you know, to be raised in, and not have to spend my money, because my daughter was 5 when I got into recovery, and I didn't treat her very well until I came to McShin, and you know, it's just an amazing feeling to be able to, you know, give back to the community, and personally for me to give back to my community and my household, and to be able to be a mommy and show up for my family today is that's one of the most important things in my life today, is to be able to do that and actually want to be able to be a mother. So father, baby dad, whatever y'all call them, but you know, just a little glimpse of, like, you know, I mean, we all, whether we went to jail or not, we all commit crimes. It's just some of us, A, were maybe smarter, or B, you know, God was just like looking out. I overdosed and died at age 17, and that's a whole other story. But anyway, like God, like Matt said, like God looks out for you, man. And I believe if you do the right thing, you know, it's work. I've worked my honey off to get where I am today in my recovery, in my life, in the life that I lead. And, you know, I'm not turning back. I refuse to live the life when I walked through John's door 8.5 years ago. Life's pretty awesome. Recovery rocks. So,
Yeah.
thanks.
Sorry if I had something, or?
Yeah, real quick.
All right, yeah,
They don't talk back though.
oh, okay, yes, sorry. Yeah, I mean, any which way you look at it, at a minimum, we've all stolen time, you know, time away from our family, friends, wives, husbands, children, and plus all the other crimes committed. But for you guys at Riverside, you know, when y'all get out, come through here, this is where it's at. There's hope here, and there's more to life than just sitting in that cell waiting on that canteen and gambling. You know, come here. This is where the hope's at. Everybody's loving and accepting here, and there's no judgments here. So come through and check us out. Thank you.
Awesome. So I like, we were talking about peer-to-peer based recovery, and honestly said the phrase, we've been there, done that, and that's exactly what we're doing here, man. Like, McShin works really cool because that's the way they do it, but McShin's project Inside Hope works really good for you guys because we've all been there and we've done that, man. We're doing something different now. If we're doing it, ain't no reason why they can't do it, right? Y'all can do this. We know y'all can do it because we were y'all, and now we're somebody different. Y'all get out and come hang out with us, man. We do this every Sunday at 6 at Hatcher Memorial Baptist Church at McShin Foundation. That's 2300 Dumbarton Road in Richmond. Y'all come on out, man. All right, that's it. We're going to circle this thing up and close it out like we do. Come on, John. Take us out, buddy. What's your name, John?
The meaning.
God.
God grants us serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, keep coming back. It works if you work it, you die if you don't, so work it, live.
Leave that job.